All right. You say investors are underestimating Microsoft and Azure growth. What are we not seeing that you're seeing right now?
I think, look, the last month we've seen 25, 30% of the deals accelerated. I mean, you're seeing these use cases explode. I think we go into January when they report the quarter, and I think as the forecasts continue to move higher, look, I think the stock has a six in front of it, as we go into 2026. That's really the call here. This is a table pounder, in my opinion, especially on hyperscaler. Investors give it no respect. It's almost the Rodney Dangerfield of software, the way they're treating it.
I love the analogies as always, Dan, the Rodney Dangerfield. I do want to talk about valuations. That seems to be one of the things really pressuring the tech trade. Also, some concerns about the AI buildout. Are you saying Microsoft is immune to those concerns?
Look, I get the concerns, Frank, but I mean, the reality is all of our checks are showing. I mean, demand and supply is what, 12 to 1, when it comes to NVIDIA chips. The hyperscale build out, only 3% of US companies have gone down the AI path. I think when it looks to valuation, I think investors are underestimating the growth. I think street numbers are underestimated here anywhere from 15 to 20% for 2026. And that's really the call as it plays out. I get the white knuckle moments now, and the Bears sort of winning the last few weeks. They're not going to win next year. I think tech stocks are up 20, 25% in 2026.
All right. So it's kind of interesting that you're very bullish on Azure, but also the Copilot business. Have you seen these reports related to Salesforce where they're kind of telling people, Agentforce, it may actually work better if you don't use Gen AI? Is that a concern that we're starting to see companies maybe not seeing the results from AI that they thought they would initially, and whether or not it's a long-term narrative, we don't know yet. That's a longer-term story. But in the short term, could that possibly shake investor confidence in the AI trade, specifically when we're looking at companies like Microsoft?
Yeah, it's a great question. Look, I get that with like a name like Palantir. I mean, those customers' ROI is way accelerated ahead of what they ever expected. So I think it depends on the use cases when it comes to what we're seeing with Salesforce, Mongo, Snowflake. Look, it's an arms race playing out, and you're going to need to see certain customers see the ROI. We talk about 2026 has to be the year of monetization when it comes to AI. And I think we're going to see that. And I think that's why it takes the next step, besides obviously like names like robotics, autonomous, and true, right? I think AI coming to the consumer.
All right. I don't know if you saw over the weekend, Bernstein saying that NVIDIA is the cheapest it's been in a while and that at 25 times forward earnings, it's a pretty good deal right now. Do you agree with that take, that the fact that the place we're seeing NVIDIA at right now, with the bullishness that you have, this is a bargain right now?
250 to 275 is what I see for NVIDIA. I mean, Frank, look, there's one chip in the world fueling the AI revolution. It's led by the godfather of AI, Jensen, right? And I think what we see here, investors, you're not even factoring in what's going to happen in the China market as they get further into that, and that's our expectations. But look, they're playing a different game. They're 4 to 5 years ahead of anyone else in the market. And that's why I think this is a stock that's going to have a massive 2026, and numbers are going to dictate it. And I think anytime you see sell-offs in this, golden buying opportunities, in our opinion.
All right. What about the index play? Is this more of a stock pickers year coming up in 2026, or is it more about trying to play the indexes, whether it be the triple Qs or some of these other really tech-focused ETFs?
Yeah, look, I mean, overall, I think it's going to be a great year for tech because the second, third, fourth derivatives are playing out across AI. But I do think it's a winners losers. I think you have to focus. It is more of a stock pickers market. Specifically, who do you own in software? Who do you own in semis? Look at Micron, SanDisk, some of the memory players. What about the infrastructure, Nebius, and some other names? So I look, Frank, I do think we talk about in our Ives AI 30, like that's a core part of our thesis. It's not just owning the sector. You got to own the ultimate winners, and you got to do the work. You can't see AI from the spreadsheets, as we always say, and that's why always on the road in Asia and around the world trying to figure out who the winners are.